think I'm live. Check. Checkity-doo-dah. Checkity-day. Just some housekeeping. And I will... Before you can share your stream, you need to authorize at least one social media account. Oh, God. Do I wish to authorize XSplit to do my Twitter account? Oh, bugger it. Do it later. All right. EEV blog 2. Hi, sorry I can't see anyone yet. There we go. There we go. Hello from Spain. How about I shut myself up? Hi from India. Abaram from India. Holland. Yeah, I get all the non-US, everyone but the US, because they're all sleeping, I believe. Chat on the right does not work. Yep, I know that. Yep, I'm going to try and configure that right now. XSplit. Deauthorize. Select event. Live Q&A. Oh, well, yay! Look at that. Ah, magic. Magic. Should show up on my feed any second. Bit of a delay. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the audio, because that's what I'm actually testing today. Greetings from Sino. Someone in Silicon Valley's not sleeping. Zonia. Haven't heard the name Zonia before. I like that. No, Tom's in the US too. No. Ben's in New South. Yeah, someone go, audio's good. All right, sounds fine. Because apparently, well, I'm using this thing, the Samson Stage PXD1. It's a little USB. Oh, I haven't turned the main lights on here, so it's a bit grainy. There's a little gain thing in there. There's a little screwdriver to adjust the gain. Neat. And it's just a little wireless, fairly inexpensive wireless headset thing. And it's got a USB. The thing I like about it is that I've already got like a top quality wireless thingo, you know, lapel mic thing. But I wanted a headset type mic, and I didn't want to dick around with wireless solutions. I wanted this just for the live computer that just plugs in. So it's got like a little USB key receiver dongle, just plugs in. You know, it does an audio source, and Bob's your uncle, apparently. So, yeah, that's, hang on, I'll change that top chat to live chat. All messages are visible. Yeah, is this Lewis Rossman? Yeah, Lewis uses a real expensive, like he uses the top of the line one. And, but I didn't want that for just the live, if I was like, you know, doing other stuff. So let me know. I'm going to have a wander around the lab. And I'm going inside the old office cubicle where I used to have my desk for many years, recorded all the Amp Hour shows, did all my editing, everything else. And sorry, I don't have the camera to take around with me. Trust me, I'm walking around. And I'm now near the mail where I sit for mailbags, so there's a wall between us. So let me know how that goes. Check, 1, 2, coming back. And that's it. How was that? Oh, cracks in the audio, really? little breaking up. Breaking up. Oh. Oh, well, that sucks, doesn't it? As in breaking up, as in like it's losing reception. Oh, it's only 10 p.m. in Hawaii. Yeah, fair enough. Video and audio is in sync. That's good. Some pop in. Really? It can't physically pop. It's not It's not near my mouth. I can't see how it can pop. It's not breaking up for you, Jonas. Out of sync. Somebody said it was in sync. Someone else says it was... Anyway, the whole idea is that people have complained before, and rightly so, that, you know, if I'm like over at the bench over there doing something, or even if I flip around here, normally I use my Samson CO1U here, but yeah, that's yeah, I mean, you know, you've got to be near it. Once I turn around, it's gone. Once I move over there, it's gone. You can barely hear me in the background. So, reception, can I select a different channel? Well, it's 2.4. The thing is, no, I can't. It's 2.4 gig, which means, you know, Bluetoothy. So it's like the same as all the other crap. Is it because I got my phone near here and it's Bluetoothing or whatever? Let's bugger that off. And are we good? What am I doing? What do you think I'm doing? Nothing. A lazy ass. If you forward the live sync to live audio is in sync, huh? No, it's not UHF 2.4 gig. So, but it's not breaking up here, right? Yeah, 2.4 is pretty crowded. Yep. It's not great, but it was pretty much the only one on the market, I thought. Anyway, the only one on the market that actually has like a USB receiver that just plugs in, you know? So I thought I'd give it a go. No, I don't drink. Sorry, I'll just speaking of which, let me go get a drink. So, where am I? Did I bring my drink? Yes, I did. Sorry, you're going to hear my throat clearing and everything. I can't, like, go away from the mic and do anything. This thing, I just realized that I just went to the bathroom before this, just went down to the dunny, and just realized that I was wearing the headset mic. I felt like Naked Gun, if you've seen Naked Gun. I felt like that scene in Naked Gun. What is it, the sports stadium or something? Yeah, he's at like a football stadium or something, and he goes to the dunny and he's still got his mic on, and the whole crowd's listening to him. It's great. Yep. What's that water on my face? Yeah. Yep. Comes in, yeah, this horrible yellow. I guess it's designed to match skin and stuff like that or whatever. Meh. But yeah, that was funny. I'm in the dunnies and I got my mic on. Can I talk a bit about Dr. Carl Sagan's influence on my life? Oh, well, you know, like, not influence on my life. I just, you know, he was the science guy, you know, back in the 80s. He was the guy you saw on TV and, you know, and, well, 70s. Started in the 70s, didn't he? And hot mic incident. Oh, right, yeah. I don't know how he got caught out in the with the pussy thing. But yeah, most likely probably already had him wired up. Yeah, I know. Andre, I saw your comment on my previous video about the thing, and I was going to comment on it here. Yeah, well, I'd know it's shit. It's just not designed for it. And unfortunately, like, the lights are above me, and they reflect off the wall. Like, it's coming down like this. There's like I don't know what I can do about it. I can probably move my panels. I can probably switch one's on, one's off at the moment. I can probably switch it. So So yeah, I can muck around. Like, I don't want to go setting up studio lights and shit like that. It's just too much trouble. It really is, especially when almost every video I do is like in a different spot, doing different things with different angles and whatnot, and just having to set up studio lights is just a pain in the ass. So I make do with what I got. And anyway, so yeah, maybe I can flip. If I flip the ones I've got on now, well, I can't get up there now. I'd need the ladder to get up there. Well, I could. I've got a ladder here, but I'm not going to do that on the. I'm not going to do that on a live feed. By the way, don't let me go past 7 o'clock. So I've got 55 minutes left, 54 minutes left. So, oh, hello. Oh, there we go. It's not better, but there should be less noise in the video because there's more light now. And yeah. And it's just the location of the bench. This is where the bench is that I do the Tegano microscope capture and stuff, and it just makes sense. I mean, I could flip it around, it's where the monitors are, it's where the computer is. It's like it was never optimized for that. So anyway, yeah. So even though YouTube now automatically records the chat when you play back the video. I thought I'd try a XSplit plugin that puts the chat up there. So, yeah. And it works. There you go. So why not? Okay, I find it really distracting that my video's playing on the side. Oh, no, I should probably let it go. Excuse the housekeeping. I'm live. Boom. How many people are here, by the way? 168. Should I do that announcement thing I did last time? No, I can't because I've got to log out to get into my main EEV blog channel. No, that sucks. Oh, that shouldn't affect XSplit, though. That's all right. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's do it. Live on the wild side. So I'm now going to switch to... I did this last time and it worked, I'm sure. Just switch into my main channel. Sorry, I won't bother showing you the screen capture. Switch into my EV blog channel, go into the community tab, and I'll announce to my subscribers on the main EEV blog channel that system audio's off, yeah, otherwise you would have heard me yapping on. I'm now live on EV Blog 2. Post. Hope that doesn't piss people off. Anyway, so there you go. 187. Yep, got a boost. Anyway, where was I? Back to Carl. Yeah, no, he was just the dude back in the day. And, Contact, Demon Haunted World. And it's great. The baloney detection kit, Fantastic. No, I was not super excited about Tesla's South Australian battery project. It was pure politics. There was all politics involved in that. And there's articles out there. I was going to go over there and see the installation, but I don't know, nah. And what was I going to say? Yeah, what was I going to say? There's articles out there that say that claim that it's already made its money back. It's already paid for itself because of the state of South Australia do not have to now rent additional backup storage, like, short-term storage, be that, I don't know, gas fire or wherever it comes from, I'm not sure. But yeah, they do make the claim that it's paid for itself already. What did it cost? Like 30 million bucks or something? I don't know. And they've claimed that it's paid for itself. So I don't know how true that is, because they don't have to now rent these other short-term things. And it did cut in. It did actually cut in during an outage. Most of the time it just sits there doing nothing, I believe, anyway. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it just sits there doing nothing. And it's only for very like short-term temporary outages and stuff like that, like happened, that caused the thing to be built in the first place, which wasn't a temporary outage, it was a huge outage, which the thing couldn't have backed up anyway. So, yeah, anyway, I don't know. Like, they'll have to replace all the batteries in 8-10 years anyway, won't they? I don't know, but like they're awesome from a short-term energy storage point of view, like peak load stuff. It's fantastic, because it's better than, it responds in like half a millisecond or something, or tens of milliseconds or something, which is incredibly quick compared to any other backup technology, I'm led to believe. So for that, I mean, so it's good, but it's not the media just are clueless. So they just go, oh, we'll never have blackouts again because we've got this battery backup. No, do the calculations. It can't even supply it the entire requirements for, like, don't quote me, but like 5 minutes or something. Like, it's nothing. Yeah, it's practically instantaneous. You wouldn't, it's instantaneous backup, which is the advantage of it. Well, see, it's yeah, it's making money, but making money at whose expense? That's the thing. If it takes energy during the day, where's it getting that energy from? Some coal-fired power plant somewhere? Like, I mean, yeah, you start getting into system, talking about the system as a whole and stuff like that. Wife and kids are doing fine. Thanks for asking. Deathblow? No, I don't have a ham radio license. Yeah, go to sleep, Ryan. It's 3 a.m. Bugger off. Nothing doing here. Nothing to see here. Once again, Naked Gun. Nothing to see here, that famous clip. If you type nothing to see here into YouTube, you'll see the clip, I'm sure. Yeah, it's intended to give them time to bring slower plants online to catch up and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's why they were renting these other, I'm not sure what type they were. I think maybe gas-fired quick. I'm not sure. Not as quick, but reasonably quick in the scheme of things. So they were hiring anyway these other temporary ones, and apparently they don't have to rent those anymore, so it's paid for itself. So they claim, but I don't trust any claims like that as far as I can throw it. No, Andre, I'm not going to put thin film filters on my overhead lights. No, it's about, it's like there's a white wall in front of me that's reflecting, they're coming directly down and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's not, you better simply move stuff. You're better off moving things rather than trying to filter and do crap like that. It's not a softbox. It's not necessarily a softbox issue. If I put a soft light up there, it'd do exactly the same thing. It'd have exactly the same effect. So, please, no more about the lights. I know about it. No, I don't have battery storage for your PV. 30 kilowatts, geez, that's a big system. What are you, on a farm or something in the middle of nowhere? Thanks, Clive. No, I don't wear ESD shoes. Just taking my shoes off. I don't know, Tuto, what's the circular economy? I have no idea what the circular economy is. I haven't heard that term before. I don't think, anyway. I'm like, look, dude, like, seriously, Andre, stop talking about the lights. I don't care. Like, it's not the end of the world. Can you hear me well? Can you see my face? Yes. End of story. You know. The stuff behind me is the TV, that TV repair, and the repair on the Data IO programmer. The Data IO programmer, I got to the point where I managed to get the floppy. I put the software on, and it just does not boot. It doesn't go through the process, which is really annoying. Like, it doesn't, regardless of how long you leave it. So don't know what the next step is. Next step is like bloody logic analyzer stuff on the processor data bus, like, you know, and seeing that things, if it's caught in a loop somewhere, and maybe reverse engineering side, like, it's really starts to get tricky at this point, I suspect. Ah, right, you're charging your car. Okay. What's a ZOE? I have no idea what a ZOE is. Is that an electric car in somewhere? Because we don't get electric cars here. Audio is great, is it? Yeah. Yeah, the headset. Apparently this is, like, it's not as good as like the $1,000 mics, but it's not far off apparently. Like, it probably doesn't do nearly as well in like an echoey room and stuff like that. But I looked at the reviews online, and like the comparisons between this and the ones that cost, like, you know, 5 times the price, and apparently it's pretty good. Like, it's really quite decent for the price. It's not something that I'd probably use as a main camera mic. It's, you know, I'd spend more money on it, but just for simple live stuff like this, when I can, you know, go to the bench like this and not, you know, or sometimes if I'm shooting sometimes I do like a live of me shooting my videos and stuff. I did a live mailbag, live teardown and stuff like that. I can just put this on and people get the right audio. So I don't have to dick around with moving the mic, or, you know, having different mics all over the place and hot switching, and it's just, you know. And I wanted something that just had USB, that just plugged in. I didn't want to have yet another power point, you know, with a Sennheiser receiver or something, and then use my thing, and then I'd have to have an XLR audio interface USB thing. It's just really messy. Graphene hasn't done much, has it? Oh, it does super caps and stuff like that. It's getting there, but, you know, it was going to change the world, and as always, you know, doesn't do it. Doesn't mean it won't, you know, slowly creep up one day, but, you know, it was like, it was going to change the world. Hi from Malta. Your micro supply works great. Oh, you built one. Cool. Yeah, I've got probably a repair videos. Yeah, I've got not an Amstrad. I was going to say Amstrad. Amiga 2000. You got a YouTube suggestion. Shock horror. Hey, not many, still 187 people. So I'm going to assume that, like, because I did the announcement, I did the community tab announcement on my main channel. So I have 500,000 subscribers, and like almost nobody turned up. So it's like, you got to wonder if YouTube's actually announcing that to people. Just on sheer statistics, I should have got a couple hundred more people. It should have doubled or something. I'm going to pop this chat out so I can make it bigger. Oh, the LCD bias testing. Oh, it's still, it's going fine. We actually got the new LCD. I meant to do a video this week. Just a quick second channel video, probably. We got the new LCD that fixed all the issues. They made it again for like $17. Cost me $17, which was like just the postage. So they basically made new samples for free. and sent them to us. And wow, and the contrast is magically fixed. They said, yep, we can fix that. So I'd love to know which step they actually fixed it. I don't know if the Amiga needs a repair. Master Noob, sorry, I should qualify on that. I'm going to power up the Amiga, see if there's anything wrong with it. I don't know. It could just work, or I've got no idea. But I don't have like a monitor or a keyboard for it or anything. I don't even know if it has a hard drive in it, if it has bootable things. I don't know. You did not get an announcement from the main channel. There you go. There you go. Like, that's just shit house. Like, why bother having a... Why does Dave post teardown videos, huh? You must be replying to someone else, because that can't be a real question. No, I can't show you the LCD BIOS test hardware at its current state. Are you talking about the micro supply, or are you talking about the single-digit long-term test? Because that's over at the office, and it's fine. I did a second channel video on that, showing you it's fine. Thank you, Cool Photo. Our first super chat. Embedded systems engineering, what is your opinion? I would recommend searching my main channel for Jack Gansel. The interview, Jack Gansel came here to lab. He's like the embedded guru. And I did like we spoke for like an hour and a half or something. It was great. It was great. And he's the embedded guy. Subscribe. He's got like a newsletter and stuff. Subscribe to him. I assume you're a student or something, and you're asking about embedded systems engineering as a career. It's basically embedded programming. Yeah, it's still a thing. It's always going to be a thing. There's always going to be demand out there, and definitely. For sure, because there's lots of programmers out there, but not all of them are good and can translate that into embedded hardware, especially like really power, cost-constrained embedded hardware stuff. Anyone can do a bloody Raspberry Pi with its, gigahertz ARM processor and crap like that, right? But to do embedded systems engineering properly, that meets a cost, size, power constraints, and all that sort of stuff, and you're using and you're forced to use a microcontroller with 2 kilobytes of memory on it. You can't just use you can't just, for every project, you can't just stick in a bloody ARM microcontroller with 512k of RAM in it or something, and run a real-time operating system. That's just yeah. So no, if you're going to do embedded systems engineering, specialize in something in particular, like maybe FPGA integration, like soft processors inside FPGAs or something like that. That'd be my recommendation. Sorry, I gotta scroll. Yeah, the Surface Pro is good. I like the Surface Pro. The screen's pretty small on it though. My eyesight, my real close-up eyesight now isn't the best, so it's not the best screen for that, because it's super high resolution and it's small. It's, what is it, like 15-inch screen? Like it's not big. So yeah. And the Surface is a great little thing though. But the problem is the streaming sucks. If I try and if I'm on holidays or something and I want to do an impromptu live thing or something like that, or I actually record and a video with XSplit, there's a massive, it's really underpowered for that. I don't know whether or not, I suspect it might be because the audio and the webcam share the same USB bus or something like that, and there's not enough bandwidth in it, because the processor should be powerful enough, but it's really, yeah. Oh, really? There's 300 watching? It says 187 for me. So there you go. I don't know why it says 187 for me. Who says I'm not already your dad, Fennec Tech? That's right, I remember way back. Oh dear. Ah, yes, the old Australia doesn't exist thing. What was it? Australia's not a country or something? That made a... Thank you, Christopher Denise. No comment, but I got a buck. Awesome. Oh, that changes everything. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Just call you Abdul. What will happen if room temperature semiconductors? Yeah, that changes a lot. But it's got to be, it can't just be room temperature. Like, well, maybe. Like, if they got to like 20 degrees or something, you know, that's like huge breakthrough. But still, they would need to get to like commercial temperature range, like up to 70 or something. Like 50 would be super valuable, you know. So yeah, yeah. But if they get to like 10 or 20 degrees, it wouldn't be as big an impact as it would if they got to 50, for example, which doesn't sound like much difference. But in terms of industrial electronics design and, you know, real world use and stuff like that, yeah, that's a big thing. How many credits do I have on the SETI project? I don't know, 4 million or something. I haven't been doing it a lot lately. I want to go out and visit the Parkes Radio Telescope because they're doing the new SETI research out there. So, yeah. Wasn't the Titanic a starboard side job? I don't know, was it? Oh, the Pi Cluster project. It's not really happening. Got too many other things going. No, I got 70 cents. Yeah, you're right. I didn't get a buck. And don't they keep half or something? Don't Google keep half? Nuke Laboratory. No, I don't have a full-time job. YouTube has been my full-time job for over 7 years now. It's ridiculous. I was one of the first in this country to go full-time back in 2011. April 2011. Like April 4th or 5th or something, I officially became full-time. Well, no, actually, it was a bit more after that, but I was unemployed, so I was doing YouTube full-time. It was about 6 months later that I officially went, nah, I'm not doing, you know, not doing consultancy, contract work anymore, and I'll just do this YouTube thing full-time. So, what music do I like? Anything past the 80s, forget about it. So yeah, Akadaka. Got an Akadaka shirt on. Look at that. And if you don't get the joke, then that's an Akadaka shirt. Yeah, that'd be cool. I've been to the radio telescope before while I was on holidays back in the early days. There's some footage on EEV blog too of the dish rotating and stuff like that. Dustin Watts, you started your channel a week ago. Well, I can't shout it out if you don't have a link to it. Dustin Watts. Everyone check out Dustin's channel, but he's got to post a link. I assume you can post links here. Nah, SETI credits aren't good for anything, just bragging rights. Haha, from Vietnam, or Heyo. Study background noise, oh god. Crypto Daddy was back in 2011. Did you buy crypto in 2011? Are you filthy rich now? Or did you sell when it went up 10 times and then found out it went up 1,000 times? No, I don't know any local hardware hackers. Woroff, there. Sorry. Yeah, you could easily call, Fennec Tech. Yeah, if you got to 20, it's a game changer because you can just cool stuff down. You know, Peltiers or anything else. You can easily get them down to, you know, less than 20 and stuff like that. So yeah, it'd be really game changing. What are they at the moment? Like -50? You know, like And that's not, and that's like experimental stuff. They can't really do that as a thing. Yeah. Yes, Sagan is in school. Yes. No, the schools don't teach that. I'm not pushing Sagan into, but he knows what resistors and capacitors are. Yes, he's built some circuits and stuff, but I'm not pushing him on it. Ben Heck is taking over the dumpster at the Altium building next week. Can I say something about the usage and dimensioning of ferrite beads? Well, yeah, you need some context, I mean, is it just like an RFI? Well, they're all RFI, I guess, by definition. RFI bead is a ferrite bead is like an RFI kind of high frequency stuff. Usage and dimensions, couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Like, I mean, you're talking 1 millimeter diameter with like a 1 millimeter hole diameter with like a 5 millimeter diameter bead. It's going to knock off anything above a couple of hundred meg. But of course there's such a dramatic difference in the performance of the ferrite material. So, Oh yeah, we could get Bruce Simpson on. Yeah, actually, I wanted to get him on because has he released his book yet? About his rocket and how the New Zealand government wanted his because he did a missile, cruise missile. He developed his own cruise missile, and the New Zealand government wanted it, and he said, "Bugger off." It's great. What are my thoughts on the 121 GW so far? Well, there's been a lot of issues. That's my thoughts so far. There's still ongoing issues. I've got a video just uploaded just 10 minutes before this. People always report something. Often we can't reproduce it, which is really annoying. Sometimes we can. So we're always feeding back stuff to Kane Test and their looking into it. So they just fixed a problem, they just fixed a noise problem on the ohms range, for example, that we never saw. No, Heathkit was a Yankee thing. Yeah, we didn't really... I don't know if there was anyone selling Heathkits here. Really? It was, Dick Smith, Altronics, the early players back in the day. No, Australia had its own kit business. Maybe you could order them. I don't know. But, of course, ordering stuff back when you were a kid was just too hard. It's not like you have people didn't even have credit cards back then. That was like rare as hen's teeth, let alone, to phone up and give a credit card number or, it was just like, so mail order was, a very different thing back then. So even if there was a rep in Australia that sold Heathkit, I'm not aware of one. But even if there was, it probably would have been, like, as a kid, it would have been too hard for me to buy. Not that I would have had money, because Heathkits were expensive, weren't they? No, I don't have much experience in RC. Played with the Hornet back when I was a kid. Who hands up if you remember the Hornet and the Frog? Have I ever handled a cold winter with snow before? Not a whole winter, no. I've been to the snow, but I've never... Not a huge fan of the snow. It's novel, but I can't understand how people can live there, live in snow. Work at a ski resort. Oh, sorry. I think I was way behind on the chat, so I'll just jump way forward, so it doesn't. Greetings from China. Someone got through the Hengfei, got through the Great Firewall of China. Don't have many Chinese viewers. No worries. You bought a Trezor. I probably want to get a. What is it? A bit. What's what's his name's new hardware wallet? John McAfee's new hardware wallet. Claims it's uncrackable because it doesn't store the keys on it. Oh, God, Magna Carta, that's a difficult one. What programming language should be taught prioritized at EE degree level? Look, I couldn't tell you. Well, no, because it's EE, because it's electronics engineering, right? It should be like more towards the embedded stuff rather than the PC stuff, I think. Anyway, but like a lot of people say MATLAB because that's used a lot in the industry for analysis, data analysis and stuff like that. But you know, but you have to teach C. You know, should you teach C++? I don't know. Should you teach the other webby things? I don't know. There's so many things in an EE degree these days that it's just, you know, something has to give. You know, yeah, I agree. It's unbelievable. I think we've got like a 10-second lag. I can see myself doing that on the feed now. Someone tell Nick about the Ben Heck thing. Someone tell him. Because I'm not going to tell him. I never tell. Yeah, 50 years. Never been back to the moon. What was it, like 48, isn't it? So 72. No, 45, sorry. Because, yes, 72. So it'll be 2022. Will be the 50th anniversary. Well, when we last set foot on the moon. 1972. Gene Cernan, who I've met and has sadly passed away. I met Gene Cernan. That was tick. Life goal achieved. Shake the hand of one of the moonwalkers. Oh, but I'm pissed off. I just saw... I don't get on Facebook much. I'm hardly ever on Facebook, but I was on Facebook the other night, and it popped up that a friend of mine, he posted the ultimate bragging photo. There's him at the Johnson Space Center with three remaining, you know, two moonwalkers, other Apollo astronauts, and him and just them. It's like, you bastard. He was at the 48th anniversary of Apollo or something, of the landing or whatever. Yeah. It didn't have Buzz. I don't know if Buzz was there or not. But yeah, he ultimate bragging rights, this photo. It's like, you bastard. Harrison Schmitt, he was there. Harrison Schmitt was in the photo. You got to be kidding me. Geez, he was looking good. Harrison Schmitt. I mean, all the others look like they're about to croak, but geez, he was in good nick. Old Harrison. My bandwidth is 40 megabits per second. 40 megabits, and I'm streaming at 4 megabits. That's the most that XSplit can do. I think it's the most that the YouTube connection allow. So the limit to what I'm streaming at is not my bandwidth here, because I've got a 40 megabit connection. But if you do, like in XSplit, it's got like a test bandwidth button, so it talks to YouTube, figures out the absolute best bandwidth you can do, and it's like 4.1 meg. So, yeah. So I'm currently, yeah, I can tell you now, I'm currently, does it tell me? Yes, I'm currently streaming at 4.187 meg. 4.2, there we go, just went over 4.2, 4.222 megabits per second at the moment. So, you know, everything's going to come through hunky-dory, 30 frames per second, you know. It's all good. If there's any lag, it's not due to the frame rate, it's due to the not enough light for the webcam. Look at that. Still got the soldering iron burn. Still there. Like it. How do I find a reputable Chinese manufacturer? It's potluck. It's potluck. But like they're not going to scam you. Like they're not going to scam or rob you. They're, you know, like that doesn't really happen. Well, I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen, but in my experience, never been scammed or robbed. Like my experience has been mostly good. You know, yeah, it's they're they will do exactly what you tell them to, though. So you got to be very careful what you say or don't say. Yeah. Yeah, I highly recommend everyone, if you can, take the opportunity, shake the hand of a moonwalker. I'm telling you. 42, yep. Thank you, Raul Ramos, for the €2 minus YouTube's fee. Stats for nerds, and it says the delay. Oh, does it? Really? So if I click on stats for nerds, it tells me the delay. Live latency, 0 seconds. Because I'm getting the I've got like a 10-second lag, so it doesn't work. Live latency. It's got 12 seconds worth of buffer though. Is that what it's talking about? Because I think there's around 12-second lag, from what I'm seeing here. Yep, stats for nerds. Cool. Oh, my chat window buggered off. Hang on. Here it is. What's my gym program rotation? I try and get there. I give maybe 4 days a week. Like, that'd be a good week. Try to, like, it depends how much stuff I got on. Like, I actually went this morning. Probably shouldn't have, but I decided, bugger it. I'll go this morning. Yeah, so I did a Keymax class this morning, which is a boxing, kickboxing, cardio type thing. If it's, I could be local. I don't know if it's international or whatnot. Yeah, I think C is most appropriate. If you're going to teach one language in a university degree, it's got to be C. It's got to be. And I think MATLAB just comes with the, as part of the course in university degrees. But, if you do MATLAB and C, even though MATLAB's not really is the language as such, it's like, it's a tool. Why is YouTube filling up with worthless Indian videos about EE? Most look like they read the wiki and just regurgitated in front of a blackboard. I've seen a couple, and the ones I saw I thought weren't that bad. I didn't watch them. I've just stumbled across them here and there, and I thought, oh, he's got 500,000 views. I'll have a look at that, to see what it's all about. Yeah, some of them are really technical, and it's like, yeah, they're like, yeah, could have explained it better. But then there's a market for that too, So there can't be too much. I don't agree that they're worthless. There's some people might find if one person finds value in it, that video is not worthless. So I'm absolutely guarantee that they're not worthless. Andre, I have done a video on a 1 amp precision constant current source. Probably 2 videos. I think I did a follow-up video to that. So if you search EEVlog, search YouTube for EEVlog precision current source, you'll find it. Oh, you want an adjustable one with a DAC. Oh, okay. Well, depends on the linearity of the DAC and all that sort of stuff and what your requirements are. Too much to go into here. Yeah, I don't know if you should teach assembly these days with the amount of stuff people have to learn. It's like, you can only do one architecture, right? And yeah, you could maybe cover it for it's a tough choice. If you send me a defective battery, will it be useful? Not really. I should train for 6-packs. All I've got to do is stop eating that. Yes, I have a stock. There's more at the office. I don't religiously watch Electro Boom, although I couldn't help myself. I watched his one the other day on the call center thing. What is it? The call center scam? Oh man, that was funny. That was so funny. I thought that was hilarious. I don't religiously watch every episode, no. Only if something, only if something piques my interest. Which is the same with most YouTubers. I don't know if there's a single YouTuber where I watch every video they release. I don't think there's a single one offhand. Have I done anything with telecoms equipment? Not really. AI taking people's jobs. Oh, $20. Thank you very much, Joseph Griner. Thanks for kicking my butt into gear and getting me back into school. Loving the EE courses. Awesome. You're back doing EE. Is this later in life? Or are you still a youngster? Still a young whippersnapper? Yeah, I'm not kidding. I don't buy boxes in chocolates. I don't buy chocolate in boxes. But when there's the half price sale, I buy like 10 of them. And I stock up, and yeah. Yeah, I've got to watch myself with the milk chocolate. The milk chocolate screw, because I will eat an entire 200-gram family block in a day. I've done it many times, and it's bad. So if it's milk chocolate, I will go if I buy a family block of milk chocolate, well, I just polished off some. I had some. I bought like 10 of these plus one of the milk chocolate, and I ate half the block. So I ate 100 grams, and in one sitting. I can't help myself. Whereas the dark stuff, the 70% dark stuff, if I eat more than a strip, it feels, it doesn't feel great. Whereas milk chocolate gives you that, it's just you just can't stop. So, do I watch Diode Gone Wild? No, I don't watch Diode Gone Wild. It piqued my interest. Diode Gone Wild. 75,000 subs. Good on Diode Gone Wild. Videos. Getting 10k views a video, 20k views. Nice. I had no idea about Diode Gone Wild. There you go. Didn't know. Looks good, even just based on the thumbnails. Looks good. They're all what? Oh, some of them are pretty long. 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 12, 19. Okay. 36. Test and tear down. Yeah, excellent. Yep. Chinese LED lamp. I'm just going to run one, sorry. Warning, Mayan says warning up front.
2730 watts and 220 volts. It looks nice, but
what?
I'm a bit suspicious about the power rating of it because
what accent is that?
This size and with no heat sink. Seriously? And I have to say that virtually all of those cheap Chinese LED lamps have no.
It's a weird accent, kind of like part Indian, part something else. Please forgive me if I've got that wrong, but it's kind of good on him. No, I don't watch Jerry Rig. I've seen the occasional video, but I don't. Oh yeah, of course I like white chocolate. It's my favourite. Probably my favourite at the moment is Top Deck, which is a combination of milk and white chocolate on top. So that's the one I just polished off a few hours back. It's disgusting. Okay, 10 to 7. I got to go, like in 5 minutes. I've got to go in 5 minutes. Yeah, I've seen Marco's videos, but once again, like you know, I don't watch other electronics videos really because I prefer spending my time, like, you know, occasionally I pick and choose some ones if something seems interesting, I'll watch it, but generally, it's not like I'm going to go watch somebody's tutorial video or something like that. You know, if it's an interesting teardown, I might. Yeah, I like watching stuff outside the engineering genre or outside the electronic side of things anyway. Yes, I know the irony of me calling someone's voice funny. I know. I get the irony. Yeah, please stop sending chocolate in the mailbag. It's like, please stop. I've done 2 or 3, at least 2 videos on job tips. Search EEV blog job tips or something like that. They're very old ones, very old, but the tips are still. Yes, I watch a lot of YouTube. Yep. Portable DSO worth recommending. Couldn't tell you offhand. More repairs. Yeah, well, repairs don't just happen by magic, and you can't get a lot of stuff here in Australia. I've got to order from the US. A lot of people don't send here. David 2's at the office. I don't know about Elon Musk's behaviour recently. I've got no idea. What's coming up on the channel? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a plan. Seriously, I don't have a plan. Like, I don't have a list of videos I'm going to do next. Yeehaw, don't make high-end products. No, I don't have any pets. Mrs. EEV blog doesn't let me have pets. Hello from Engineering Furries. Okay. Okay, Ashlyn. Whatever floats your boat. Knock yourself out. Oh, AI taking people's jobs. It's not going to happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, right? But it's like it will. But people adapt. They find new things, right? It's like, if you asked somebody, if you told somebody 20 years ago that, or 40 years ago or something, that you'd be doing half the jobs these days, they wouldn't have believed you, or they would have went bullshit. No one would want that. Yet, people make jobs out of all sorts of stuff that you can't, and then they always invent new things to do for a living. Once again, no, I don't watch many other YouTubers. Yes, I've seen almost every one of them, but I don't watch them regularly. So I don't watch AVE. No, I find his videos too. Yeah, I don't like the shop talk. It doesn't do it for me. Sorry, it doesn't. It doesn't do it for me. But if there's one of his videos that pops up and has a interesting thing that I am interested in, I'll watch it. But No, I uploaded a video to the second channel, Andre. And it's just going to be released on the forum. It's not going to be released for general use. It's just a test of the 121 GW. Next live show, I have no idea. I don't plan live shows. Is making a PhD in E worth it? Well, you know. If you're going to enjoy it, do it. If not, don't do it. I'm one of the very few people who didn't sell out on YouTube. Keep up the good work. No worries, silly baboy. Yeah, this job I'm doing now did not exist 8-9 years ago. Did not exist. I blazed the trail. Now everyone's doing it. Now, how many other full-time electronics YouTubers are out there? There's quite a few now. Let alone all the other YouTubers. Any advice on building a portfolio in lieu of having formal qualifications? Yeah, build a portfolio. Work on stuff, design stuff, publish it either on your own website or in the magazines, and make that all highly searchable, and participate in the forums and things like that. Build yourself a name online and work will come to you. If you do cool stuff, someone will eventually see it and go, hey, can you do that for me? And that's the way it works. That's the way it starts. Thanks to Die Master. All right, guys, I have to go. It's, yep, I have a wife and kids, and it's 7 p.m. I'm the original EE YouTuber, yeah. Anyway, all right, thanks everyone. Sorry, have to go. Catch you next time. Now I've got to figure out how to stop this thing. I think I've got it.